Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about things that you can actually start working on now in your home country before you ever come to Albania to make the transition over to Albania smooth as silk. So the first thing I would say to do, start learning basic, and I mean real basic, Albanian phrases. The hellos, the goodbyes, the thank yous, it's delicious, things that you would normally say. I would go ahead and learn that. It will go a long way with the Albanian people once you're here. And if you don't do it, you'll wish you had. So just learn some basic phrases. I would suggest going on YouTube and looking up some videos on basic phrases and expressions in Albanian. Now, the next thing would be, what kind of residency do you qualify for? Visa, residency, all that good stuff. And if you try to research this stuff online, you are going to see a lot of conflicting information that will make your life crazy. If you go down in the description, by the way, this is free, go down in the description, you will see a link to an attorney named Alvaro who is in Albania. And just go on WhatsApp. It's a phone app. Download that. I got his number down there. Just ask him. Say, hey, I'm such and such from this country. I'm however old. We're looking at moving to Albania. What would you suggest? What do I qualify for? And he will answer your questions for free. And it's a great way to get the absolute right information the first time without trying to go online, ask everyone else, what do you suggest? What should I do? I've been to various websites, conflicting information. Forget all that. Go to someone that I'm sending it to. Again, no kickback to me whatsoever. I said it was free. Just go in the description and contact him, and he can lead you in the right direction. And when talking with the attorney, he may tell you of some documents that you may have to have before you move over here. For example, my wife and I moved over here. We were starting a business. At one part of the process, they needed our marriage certificate. Easy enough, so we gave them our marriage certificate. But it wasn't, and I know I'm going to butcher this word, apostilled. So we had to have an apostilled version of it. Now that would normally be okay, except we got married in Jamaica, which means we have to send it back to Jamaica to have our document apostilled in the country of Jamaica. There's a lot of stuff going back and forth. It took a little while. So what I'm trying to say is try to investigate any paperwork that you would need to get ahead of time while you're still in your home country, and you can easily obtain it before you get over here. Next thing, before you come over here, make sure you notify your banking and financial institutions that you are coming over here. Let's say you want to use your credit card, debit card, whatever over here, and you go to use it in one of the ATM machines or wherever you're going to use it, only to be stopped by your bank because now there's some Albanian charge or a withdrawal being made in the country of Albania. They knew nothing about it and they deny it, and you're going to have to go through a lot of red tape to get that released. So make sure you let your bank know that you are going to Albania, whether it's long-term, short-term. Let your financial institution know so you don't get blocked from your money once you're here. Now make sure you research the cost of living all over the country here in Albania. Maybe there's a city you're looking to move to and the cost of living is going to be different there from other parts. So if you're in a strict budget, try to find out what city and area would be the best to fit your budget. That is something that you could do now before you come over here, so you have a good idea financially what city makes the best sense. And while we're on that note, say all cities would be financially okay for you. Figure out where you would want to move. Do you want to live in the mountains? Do you want to live in the countryside? Do you want to live in a city? Do you want to live by the sea? All these are places you can live here in Albania, so try to research that ahead of time. Or hey, when you come over here, take a look at all of them. That would be a lot of fun as well. Now, we have a lot more to go over, but by the way, we do have now our step-by-step guide to moving to Albania. There's a link to it down in the description. And if that's not enough for you, you can also book a one-on-one video call with me. Again, that link is down in the description. All these are located under the Buy Me a Coffee link, and just go to the section that says extras and you'll find that information. Next thing I would tell you to do is join some expat groups in Albania so you can talk to people who are living here in Albania right now and ask them all of your questions. Do you like living there? Do you think it's safe there? What's the best place to go? What do I need to make sure I bring? All these questions you may have, there's a lot of expats already living in Albania who'd be more than happy to answer some of your questions for you. Now, another thing you may want to research, and you can even ask them in those online groups, what are some things that I won't find in Albania that I should bring ahead of time? Just remember, Americans, that Amazon does not deliver here as of right now that I know of. And if you want some things, it's kind of hard to get here. Let's say you're looking for something in particular. So research what you may be looking for. You may want to stock up on it ahead of time. Yes, there are other European countries nearby, and you can go online and find some things you need. Does not mean that they deliver to Albania. So sometimes there are things you just can't get in this country. Research it ahead of time so you make sure you bring a lot of whatever it is you need. Another thing you may want to research ahead of time before you come over here is health insurance. Do you have insurance in the United States or whatever country you're from? That will work here in Albania. If not, you can get health insurance here in Albania to cover you in Albania. Of course, the rates are going to be all over the place depending on your pre-existing conditions and your age, but it is something you can do here. My wife and I have insurance in this country, not from our home country in the United States. Everyone's situation is different. All I'm saying is you may want to give that a thought before moving here. Another thing to consider, especially Americans, is that the voltage is different here than it is in the United States. In the United States, you're used to the 110 voltage. Over here, it's going to be 220. Let's say you have a hair dryer from the United States and you plug it in over here, it will blow it up and maybe even catch it on fire. So you may just need to get all new stuff over here. Now that doesn't apply when it comes to computers. Most computers, the chargers can handle 110 to 220. Check the actual plug, it will say right on it. So that's for cell phone chargers, computer chargers, you should be okay. Everything else, you'll probably need to start from scratch here in Albania. Also, you'll want to figure out ahead of time how you are going to transfer money from your home country to Albania. You need to research what's the cheapest way to do that, because that's something you may need to do all the time, meaning monthly. And if you don't have a game plan, it can be a little nerve-wracking and a little expensive. So make sure you research what's the best thing from the country you're from to get the money here in Albania. So these are some things that you can work on even before coming over here to Albania. A lot of this information I wish I would have had, especially the attorney one, to contact him to ask some of our questions to, because the whole thing can be very confusing. Albania isn't big on up-to-date information online. A lot of the locals here don't even go to web pages. The only thing they use around here is maybe Facebook. They also use Instagram, things like that, but actual websites and web pages, they're a little behind on, just so you know ahead of time. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We would really appreciate it. And I'm going to say thank you in Albanian, which is Faleminderit.